আসসালামু আলাইকুম সবাইকে। সো আজকে আমি আপনাদের সাথে সবচেয়ে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটা বিষয় যেটা ট্রেন্ডিং এবং কিভাবে আপনি গুগলকে কাজে লাগিয়ে লিসেনিং পার্ট করতে পারেন, স্পিকিং করতে পারেন। সো IELTS এর বেসিক ক্রাইটেরিয়া গুলা আমি আপনাদেরকে কমান্ড দিয়ে দেখাবো যে উইথআউট কোনো পার্টনার ছাড়া আপনারা কিভাবে স্পিকিং করতে পারেন, কিভাবে লিসেনিং পার্টটা ইমপ্রুভ করতে পারেন, কিভাবে রিডিং রাইটিং কে সহজ করতে পারেন এবং কিভাবে গুগল গুগল কমান্ডকে কাজে লাগাতে পারেন। গুগল এআই কে কাজে লাগাতে পারেন। ওকে? আর যেটা খুবই স্মুথ এবং দারুণ একটা ফিচার গুগলের, যেটা আমি খুবই মানে ভালো পাইছি এবং আমি এটার প্রেমে পড়ে গেছি রীতিমতো। তো লেটস গো টু দ্য স্টার্ট। সো ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক টু দ্য another new video. So in this video I'm going to share with you how to develop listening skills, writing skill, reading skill and speaking skills. Okay? So actually I'm not able to the আমি আপনাদেরকে এতটা বেশি দিতে পারবো না, যেটা আমার শক্তি সামর্থ্য নাই অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে। আমি চেষ্টা করব এই ভিডিওটা একটু দীর্ঘায়িত করে একটা ওভারঅল আইডিয়া দিতে, যে আপনারা কিভাবে প্রশ্ন করবেন, কি কি প্রশ্ন করলে আপনারা ভালো কিভাবে আনসার পেতে পারেন, এটা আমি দেখাবো ইনশাল্লাহ। তো লেটস গো টু স্টার্ট। সো ইউ হ্যাভ টু ফার্স্ট গো টু দ্য গুগল, দেন টাইপ হিয়ার গুগল এআই স্টুডিও। ওকে? সো এটা আসলে একটা স্মুথ এবং দারুণ একটা ফিচার, যেটা অনেকেই জানেন না। আজকের এই ভিডিওতে আপনারা জানতে পারবেন। সো আমি কথা না বাড়াই, তারপরে এখানে আসবেন ক্রিয়েট প্রম্পটস। এখানে আপনি কি ধরনের প্রম্পটস দিতে চাচ্ছেন এটা আপনি এখানে বলে দিতে পারবেন। ওকে? তারপরে স্ট্রিম রিয়েল টাইম। After that you have to check out the others feature in the from here. Okay, so let's go to the share your screen. আপনি যখন আপনার স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করবেন, তখন ও আপনাকে ডেডিকেটেডলি আনসার দিবে। আর আপনি যদি অনলি এই ফিচারটা নিয়ে কথা বলতে চান, এটা আপনি এভাবে করতে পারবেন। যেমন আমি তো জানি না আমি কোন স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করব, তাই আমি শেয়ার স্ক্রিনে যাচ্ছি না। বাট I will show you how after later how to work this one. Okay, so now I have to check this, talk about Gemini. Stream is live now. Okay, so hi Google.
Okay, I understand. You're saying that the stream is live now, and you're also saying hi to me, Google. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, yes, you can help me about IELTS listening skills. How can I improve my listening part?
Sure, I can help with that. There are several ways you can improve your listening skills. Do you want to discuss some general tips or focus on specific areas?
Oh, yes. What is the main idea or purpose of audio transcript?
The main purpose of an audio transcript is to convert spoken words into a written format. This can be useful for a number of reasons, such as making audio content more accessible to people with hearing impairments, or for creating a written record of a spoken conversation. Do you want to know more about how audio transcripts are used?
Oh, yes, I know. No problem. Thank you. So, and then next, can I ask you another question?
Yes, of course. Feel free to ask another question.
Okay,
I'm ready when you are.
okay. Thank you. What specific words or praise help you understand the message?
I rely on several things to understand the message. I look for keywords, the context of the conversation, and also grammatical structures to piece together the meaning of what you say. Is there anything else that you would like to know about that?
Yes. I have lots of questions, several questions. I will ask you. You will give me answer. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Ask away.
Okay. Thank you. What is the speaker's tone or attitude? How do you know?
I try to identify the speaker's tone and attitude by analyzing the nuances in their voice, such as intonation and emphasis. However, since I am working with text, I am not able to analyze the speaker's voice, and I rely on the words they use to detect it. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Are there any keywords or technical terms in the IELTS listening part that you need to understand the better? How can I improve my listening skills?
While I don't have specific keywords or technical terms related to the IT's listening section, focusing on common phrases used in instructions, clarifying questions, and everyday conversations can be helpful. Would you like me to give you some examples of that?
Okay. What details support the main point of the conversation or lecture?
I analyze the supporting details by looking for specific examples, evidence, and explanations that are directly related to the main topic being discussed. These details help to elaborate on the main point and provide a deeper understanding. Is that helpful for you?
Yes, it's really helpful. So I have a two question, another two question.
Okay,
So
go ahead and ask your two questions.
okay. Sometimes we are notice the lots of several question and lots of several tones are changing in the listening part. So how can we guess this voice actually this tone is perfect? How can we realize? How can we realize that? Okay.
Understanding shifts in tone requires paying close attention to the speaker's word choice and the context of the conversation. If you notice a change in their voice, it's likely that they're emphasizing a point or trying to express a different emotion. Do you have any other questions?
Yes. What part of the conversation was difficult to understand and why?
Some sections might be more challenging due to the use of complex vocabulary, technical terms, or rapid speech. The context and clarity of the speaker's explanation also play a role in how easy it is to understand. Do you want to explore some specific techniques to improve your understanding?
Oh, yes, thank you. So I just wanna say to you in the part of speaking, okay? So
Okay, I understand.
can you give me some idea how can I improve my speaking part, the ideas?
Sure, I can give you some ideas for improving your speaking skills. Do you want to focus on specific aspects like fluency, pronunciation, or grammar?
Okay, thank you. You have I think you have a more knowledge. So that is the theme. So can I ask you another several question?
Yes, yes, of course. Feel
Okay.
free to ask another question.
Okay, can you introduce yourself and talk about your background?
I am a large language model trained by Google. I am designed to communicate and generate human-like text in response to a wide range of prompts and questions. My background is in computer science, linguistics, and artificial intelligence. Is
Wow,
there anything else that
oh, that's the great and that's the really really interesting part. So you are come from background of computer science and artificial intelligence. Okay, so can you tell me how can I improve myself on the speaking part? Okay.
improving your speaking skills involves a combination of practice and focused learning? You can start by practicing regularly, focusing on your pronunciation, and expanding your vocabulary. Would you like me to give you some tips or resources for that?
Yes, you can share.
Okay, one helpful tip is to record yourself speaking and then listen back to identify areas where you can improve. Additionally, you can try practicing with native English speakers or language partners. Would you like some more resources or tips?
Yes, you can proceed.
Another good resource is language learning apps or websites. These can offer structured lessons, vocabulary exercises, and pronunciation practice. Do you find those suggestions helpful so far?
Yes, that's the really helpful, I think, and also thank you for your help. So, can you describe place you have visited and what you like about it? How can I explain it? This question. Can you tell me? And what is the main praises and idioms? And how can I get a better score on the based on the topics? Could you tell me?
Since I don't have personal experiences like visiting a place, I can't describe it for you. However, when you're asked to describe a place you visited, focus on using vivid language and sensory details, like what you saw, heard, and felt. You can also practice using idioms and phrases to express your thoughts more naturally. Would you like some more tips about that?
I know you're trained by Google, so you didn't visit any places. I know you are robot. Okay, so
Yes, that's correct.
yeah, yeah,
I don't have per-
yeah. You
Is
are
there anything
you are
else I can help you with?
yes, yes. You are good, and I think that can you share some tips and tricks? How can I improve my speaking skills?
Sure. One effective trick is to focus on speaking clearly and at a moderate pace. This helps with clarity and comprehension. Also, don't be afraid to pause when you need to gather your thoughts. Would you like another trick?
Yes, you can proceed. Can you share?
Another useful tip is to use simple and common vocabulary when you are speaking. This makes it easier for people to understand you and can also help with fluency. Do you find these tips helpful?
Yes, that is the really helpful. But sometimes you didn't answer the main tips and tricks. Like lots of tips and tricks available in the speaking part. So can you explain more? Uh, can you proceed? You can
Okay,
proceed.
I understand. Sure. When you practice speaking, try using a variety of sentence structures and grammatical tenses. This will help you express yourself more clearly and add depth to your communication. Would you like another tip or trick?
Yes, yes, you can proceed.
Another trick is to focus on connecting your ideas logically. Use transition words like however, therefore, and in addition to guide your listeners through your thoughts. Do you find these tips useful?
Yes, that's the great, but sometimes logically you just use your words, basic words and basic tips and tricks.
I,
You didn't train the deeply explain it. Why?
I try to use simple language to make my explanations clear and easy to understand. However, I can also go into more detail if you'd like. Would you prefer that I provide more complex or technical explanations?
Yes, you can explain deeply and very complex.
Okay. When it comes to improving your speaking skills, it's also helpful to focus on your intonation and stress patterns. This involves varying the pitch of your voice and emphasizing certain words to add emotion and clarity to your message. Is that the level of detail you were looking for?
Oh yes, that's the great now. So
Is there anything else I can help you with?
wait, you are in, so I will start again. I have to start again. So, can you guess it? In the previous lecture, we talked about the IELTS listening part and speaking part, okay? So, now we can start our next part, reading and writing. So, for then, after, before, you just share tips and tricks. IELTS speaking part. Practice speaking daily, speaking in English every day, even it's just for a few minutes. Talk to introduce yourself, record your voice, practice with your friend. So why you didn't explain this, expand your vocabulary, think in English and read the English story and book and transcribe your audio? Why not you didn't mention this in the previous lecture? Could you tell me?
Okay, I see you are asking why I didn't mention some tips during the previous lecture. I was following a specific structure for that lecture, but I can certainly include those in the next ones, or we can discuss those points now if you prefer. Would you like to talk about those points that you mentioned?
Oh, yes, you forget it actually. It is a speaking part. How can I improve speaking part deeply? Like practice speaking daily, expand your vocabulary, think in English, and reading story, writing story, and watching movie and listening audio transcript and use full sentences and transcribe. You speak slowly, clearly, and watch and listening to the native speaker and also TV show and also English movie. Lots of things you didn't mention. So can you explain how can I improve speaking part based on this my topics?
Yes, I understand that you are asking me to expand on the tips for improving the speaking portion of the IELTS, and you've mentioned some areas such as practicing, expanding vocabulary, thinking in English, reading, writing, watching movies, and listening to audio. I can certainly give you more details regarding each of these points. Would you like me to elaborate on those now?
Yes, yes, you can proceed.
Okay, let's start with practicing speaking daily. It's not just about speaking any English, it's about engaging in conversations. You can record yourself and listen back, and then practice with friends. Moving to vocabulary, it's about actively learning new words and then integrating them into your everyday speech. Shall I continue with more of the points?
Yes, you can proceed.
All right, next is thinking in English. This is a way to avoid direct translation from your native language. Instead, try to form your thoughts in English from the start, which will improve your fluency. Then, reading stories and writing them helps you understand how the language is used in different contexts. Shall I explain the last tips?
Yes, you can explain.
Okay, moving on. Watching movies and listening to audio transcripts helps you learn proper pronunciation and sentence structure. Using full sentences when you speak and practicing slow, clear speech is also important to improve your overall communication. Finally, listening to native speakers and watching TV shows in English can help you gain a more natural grasp of the language. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, no, thank you. Date of the question is finished. Okay, so after overall, you are good. So can you share me? How can you give me my English speaking score? Uh, that is the
You're welcome.
okay.
You're
Can,
welcome, and I'm glad I could help. While I
okay.
can provide
Can you can
feedback
you
and suggestions,
can you tell me how I will get my English speaking score and how much?
while I can discuss tips and strategies, I cannot give you a specific score on your English speaking ability.
Okay, okay. Maybe
This,
you didn't train by the Google, I think.
that's right. I'm a large language model, not an evaluation tool for language tests. Would
Yeah,
you like any
right,
more advice?
right, right, right. You're a real action taker, really, and you didn't keep the mm, real life score, okay? Because you don't know about me.
Exactly. I don't have access to your personal information, so I see a.
So you can tell me how can I improve my listening part, watch and listening native speaker, and also the watching movie. How can I get it?
Of course, I can help you with that. To improve your listening skills, practice listening to various accents and try to focus on the gist and also the details. Watching movies in English can help with that, while paying close attention to native speakers will help you understand the nuances of pronunciation. Is there anything else I can assist you with regarding the listening part?
Yes, we are already completed our speaking part. So you just give me lots of idea. So thank you. But now we are starting the listening part. Okay. So how can I improve my listening part based on the ITS book? Okay, book that means ITS Cambridge book. How can I practice?
Okay, to improve your listening based on the IELTS Cambridge book, focus on completing the practice tests under timed conditions to get used to the format. Also, pay close attention to the different question types and try to learn from the answer key. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding this specific part?
Yes, you can proceed. How can I give me some idea?
Sure. Aside from practicing with the Cambridge book, try to expose yourself to a variety of listening materials. These can include podcasts, news broadcasts, or even lectures. This will help you get used to different speaking styles, accents, and vocabulary. Also, make sure to take notes while you listen and check those against the audio scripts later, which will help you improve your comprehension.
So, what is the actually specific example of facts did the speaker mention? I didn't guess sometimes. So, how can I improve this part? So, hello.
Okay, so you're asking about how to improve your ability to identify specific details mentioned by speakers. I recommend practicing active listening, where you focus on key words and try to anticipate information. Try summarizing the main points and then going back to identify the supporting details. Also, practice writing those details as you hear them. Would you like more advice?
Yes, yes, you can proceed. Oh, okay,
All
okay,
right,
okay,
another
okay,
helpful tip is to
okay, okay.
familiarize
And
yourself with common phrases used to introduce or emphasize specific information. This way, you can anticipate when the speaker is about to mention key details. You can also work on your note-taking skills, focusing on writing down keywords and phrases. This practice helps you to easily refer back to your notes to find specific details later.
okay, thank you. But how can I actually audio transcript where actually I don't know of what is the present, what is the idioms, and what is the synonyms. So how can I guess it easily? Can you tell me?
I understand you're asking how to identify phrases, idioms, and synonyms in audio transcripts. The key thing to remember is that those are often linked to the overall context of the speech. Therefore, try to focus on the meaning rather than just the individual words. Also, try to study common idioms and synonyms in advance, which will help with your recognition. Would you like more information on that?
No, no, we are going to the next part, reading part. Okay. So can you tell me how
Okay.
can I improve my reading part?
Certainly. To improve your reading skills, it's crucial to practice a variety of reading materials to enhance your vocabulary. Also, you should focus on speed reading techniques to handle the Ielts reading time constraint and practice skimming and scanning for information. Would you like me to elaborate on any of these points?
Yes, you can proceed.
Okay, let's start with vocabulary. The more words you know, the better you can understand the meaning of a text, so try to read as much as you can. For speed reading, practice reading quickly while trying to get the main idea, without focusing on every word. This will help you cover more content in less time. Do you want me to continue with skimming and scanning tips?
Yes, but I have another question and few tips and tricks. I will mention you, and you will give me answer. Okay. So how can I read every day and make a reading details habit and like news article, books, blogs, and books? I am a software engineer, and I will always writing. I'm practicing. I'm practicing the writing skills and write a blogs and write an article, different article in based on my website text of the review. So scheme and
Okay, it
scanning
sounds
was okay. Scheme and I'm
okay.
not finished. Okay, give me few minutes. Okay, I will explain, or elaborate. I will elaborate everything. Then you will give me answer. Okay,
Okay,
scheme.
take your time. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, okay, thank you. And then the reading part, the skimming and scanning part is the most efficient, and I know that is the very hello. So we can proceed on the next based on my previous lecture.
Okay, so you're ready to move on to the next topic based on your previous lecture. Is
Okay.
there anything in Sounds good. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, yes, I'm ready. So now we are talking about the reading part based on my. I just mentioned I'm a software engineer. I write lots of article and blogs, and also that is my habit. Okay, and that is my practical habit based on my article. But that is not my work. It's that's part. So how can I scanning the enter skimming part on the reading section and also identify the main supporting details like paragraph, ask yourself what is the main point, look out the sentence, summarize the paragraph, improve your vocabulary, and also synonym antonyms, the common words, read all it for better comprehension. Then for the transition words, however, therefore, in addition, for example, in the reading part, summarize the word, what need, and after the reading part, you summarize in your own words. Then ask yourself, how can I explain the some this to the someone else? Ask the question whole while the reading part, what is the main argument? So lots of questions are available and reading part. So how can I improve actually based on my speaking? So how can I improve my reading part? Can you explain it?
Okay, so you're a software engineer who writes a lot of articles and blogs, which is a habit of yours, and you're looking to improve your reading comprehension skills, particularly skimming and identifying main supporting details. You also mentioned a few techniques, such as asking yourself what the main point is, summarizing the paragraph, improving vocabulary, looking out for synonyms and antonyms, and using transition words, and also asking yourself how to explain the material to someone else, among others. You want to know how to improve your reading part based on your speaking, is that right?
Yes, right. You can explain it. How can I improve it?
Okay, I can definitely help you with that. To improve your reading comprehension while also improving your speaking, here are a few things to consider. When reading, try summarizing the text in your own words out loud. That helps to reinforce what you've read and also helps you practice explaining concepts, which you can then use in your speaking practice. Does that make sense?
Yes, you're good, and your tips is also interesting. But you can tell me
Glad.
how much practice time for reading? Set a timer, challenge yourself, challenge myself. Okay, so how can I actually improve? Where the main place, like reading part, which is the best part? Okay, then here I can get some improvement tips. So can you explain it?
Sure, it sounds like you're asking about how to structure your reading practice time and where to focus your energy to get the most improvement. Setting a timer and challenging yourself is a good idea, but make sure to start with a realistic time frame, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. The best place to focus is on active engagement with the text, rather than just reading it passively. Would you like me to explain more about how to actively engage with the text?
Yes, yes, you can proceed.
Okay, so active engagement with the text means you're doing more than just reading the words on the page. For example, after reading a paragraph, try to predict what the next paragraph will be about. Also, while you read, try to identify the main idea of each paragraph and make notes in the margins. Do these suggestions make sense to you?
Okay, I know, but we can proceed to our next part, the writing skill. How can I improve the writing skill? Can you explain?
Okay, sure, we can definitely move on to writing skills. So, you're asking how to improve your writing skills, is that right?
Yes, you can proceed.
All right, to improve. Okay, one effective way to improve your writing is to focus on clarity and conciseness. Start with short, simple sentences and avoid using overly complicated words when possible. Also, pay attention to grammar and punctuation. Have you tried practicing these techniques?
Actually, in the writing part, the IELTS, based on the IELTS, so how can I write my IELTS reading writing part, and how can I get a better score? So can you elaborate it?
Okay, it sounds like you're asking how to improve your writing specifically for the IELTS exam and how to get a better score in that section. Is that right?
Yes, right. You can proceed.
Okay, to improve your IELTS writing score, it's important to understand the assessment criteria, which includes task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resources, and grammatical range and accuracy. For task achievement, make sure you fully answer the question and address all parts of the prompt. Are you familiar with these criteria?
Yes, yes, I know grammar range and accuracy for the tax achievement, and I know also coherence and cohesion, lexical resources. So, can you explain how can I write in that paragraph coherence and cohesion, lexical resource with the grammatical range and accuracy task achievement?
Okay, so you're familiar with the assessment criteria for the IELTS writing section, and now you're wondering how to apply these criteria to improve your writing. For coherence and cohesion, try using transition words and phrases to link your ideas together. For lexical resources, use a variety of vocabulary and demonstrate that you can use words correctly. Is that clear?
Yes, is that clear? And thank you. Thanks for your timing. And can you give me my speaking score? Can you get it? Can you guess it?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to
Okay,
assess your
okay, I know, I
speaking
know,
or
I know.
give you a
In the
score.
previous lecture, you did mention this. You are from Google and trained by the Google, and you are artificial intelligence. You don't know how to evaluate the score. Okay, so I can I know that I know that. So thank for your timing.
You're right. As an AI, I don't have the ability to evaluate your speaking performance or provide you with a score. I can only offer feedback and suggestions. Thank you for understanding, and you're very
Yes,
welcome.
yes, you are very welcome. See you soon.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, no, no. You give me lots of time, so I really happy, and that is my improvement area. And now day by day, I am just improving my listening, speaking part, also listening, and all of you can help lots of I make a video